All right, so what I want to talk about is our group program resources. It's 4 weeks. And of course, we're going to be talking for 4 Monday evenings. And you're going to be writing to me every night like you do in my other program that I have. But I want you to know that we're going to click here to download the guide here. It's a 4-week Get Healthy Group Program guide. And I want to give you the ground rules and the guidelines. Has anybody read the Starch Solution already? Say yes or give it a thumbs up if you have. Okay, 2 of you have. So if you can, Kathy, I'd love you to get that book because it's the real basis of what we're doing here.
I have it coming tomorrow.
Oh, good.
I ordered it as soon as I got approval or on this program. You know, I got the confirmation and then I got on Amazon and I ordered it and I'll have it, both of those books by tomorrow.
Oh, that's wonderful because what you'll find out from that book, as some of my people know already, is that starch is the reason we feel filled up and we lose weight. And it's just the opposite of what you see advertised on TV. Everybody says protein this and protein that. And so people are really confused about starch. And when Dr. McDougall told me years ago that he was going to name his book The Starch Solution, I said, John, don't do that. Nobody's going to buy that book. Well, they are buying that book because when people do the protein weight loss, it doesn't work. It doesn't work and they get cancer and heart disease and all these other horrible things. But in our diet, we actually help rid ourselves of almost all the normal diseases we get. So I've been doing this for 35 years and I love it because when I see people get well, I'm so happy. When I see them lose the weight, I'm so happy if they need it. I love seeing people be happy again because it's hard to be happy when you don't feel well, right? You just want to go to bed and take a nap forever because you don't feel good like I did. Before I met John McDougall, I had told my then brand new neighbor, I said, geez, I have heart disease, I have cancer. I'm an aerobic instructor teaching 20 classes a week and I'm overweight by 50 something pounds. And she says, wow, that's really something. And you know, as we were walking, I just met her. She was brand new. We were walking our dogs around the park. And she said, Linda, look up Dr. John McDougall. She knew about him already. She was already doing it. And I said, who? And I went home that evening and I wrote to the man and I said, and he called me and oh my God, I was so excited. And then I read his book from cover to cover. And then I read it again every month. I read it again because it kept inspiring me over and over again. So I'm hoping it does that for you too, because knowing that you could get to eat all this starch and take off the weight. I'm now at my ideal weight and height of 5'8" and 119 pounds. And I was, I don't know, 165 or something like that before. So I feel so good now at the age of almost 80, I'm still teaching aerobics. I'm the oldest one in the whole gym teaching. I mean, all the gyms, there's like 7-10 gyms in my group. So if you want to be strong and healthy and feel so good like I do, you're going to learn this and then you're going to feel like me. You're going to feel terrific. So now, maximum weight loss is on page 216. And we avoid for now, not always, you get to have them in not all the time, but you know, often enough, you get to have all the higher caloric dense foods like avocados and nuts and muffins and cupcakes. And we have 1 or 2 fruits a day right now. So we have fruit, sometimes 3 is fine, but you know, no more than 3. So the foods that are on the never list are added oil, like coconut oil, like olive oil. Everybody thinks olive oil is a health food because our marketing has really done a good job telling people they're getting healthy by eating olive oil. And it is 9 calories per gram. So all oils and all fat, things like chicken, they're 9 calories per gram, the fat in there. So the oil is no different. It's the same. So you can look up Dr. Michael Greger too on his nutritionfacts.org. He sends out little videos almost every day too, so it's always good. And so alcohol, really, if you want cancer, drink alcohol. I didn't know that for years. We had wine every night with dinner without fail. And I had no idea that it was not helping me. And it's probably one reason I had the cancer. Yeah. So we'll have dine out options too. And I'm going to show you how to do that. And your daily food diary will be sent via email to me in the evening, or the following morning is fine. If you don't have time that evening, you can do it the following morning. But I would like to see it daily so that I know what you're doing, so I can help you with any problems you might be having. So this group is a safe place to share, support the others, and be supported. What's shared in this group is considered confidential, and you are being trusted to hold that confidential. Now, some people may not want to say everything to everybody. Just write to me separately about that one thing or two things or whatever it is you don't want to share with our group even. That's okay too. So now we have, do you agree with these guidelines, everybody? You okay with that? So let's go down to the reading and watching list. So I would like you to get these two books too, The Starch Solution and The Maximum Weight Loss. But first, the starch solution, because it gives the basis of why we can have starch. I really need you to know that one first. And then we want to watch a couple of movies. We're going to watch What the Health and Game Changers and Forks Over Knives. You can get those on, I think, on Netflix. Forks Over Knives, you might have to do separately now. I think it's no longer on Netflix. But What the Health and Game Changers, I believe, is on Netflix. So would like you to watch those movies as soon as you can to help you with the whole program. It'll give you inspiration too, and I have recipes too. So let's go down further to plant-based foods for meals and snacks. So your shopping list, you're going to, wait, go back up a little bit. So you're going to try to avoid going shopping on an empty tummy, because that makes it a little more difficult to get the right food. You just want something fast, like a quick candy bar or something. So we don't want to do that. So I want you to be nice and full when you go shopping. Now, I take a list with me before we go, or Jim does. He takes a list before we go. Now, and that way you get those things on the list and not be tempted by other things you shouldn't be buying. So now, nuts and seeds, for now, if weight loss is a goal, I want you to stay away from those just for now. You can have some later, like a teaspoon a day or something, but I want you to be careful of that. I one time ate Chef AJ's, she had a whole peanut and a marshmallow and and I don't know, it was just full of all kinds of nuts and tofu. By the way, tofu is also high fat. So we're going to watch tofu if you're trying to lose weight. If not, you can have tofu a little bit. But we're going to watch eating, wait, let me move this thing here. Nuts and seeds and almonds. Yeah, I want you to see this a thing on the left there, all that. Now, I don't know why quinoa's on there. It shouldn't be there. The quinoa can be one you can have. I don't know how that got on there, but I'll take it off. You can eat quinoa, believe me. And then soy products we're going to avoid for now if weight loss is a goal. If it's not, you can have some. But edamame and tofu and tempeh are all higher caloric density than, say, potatoes or beans and peas, okay? So cereals and grains, we eat acorn squash all the time. It's so good. And then barley, and we can have buckwheat and bulgur and cornmeal and couscous and millet, oats. I like to do more whole oats. If you can get the best oats are the least processed, and they're called groats. Groats. They haven't been rolled into oats yet. And that's even better for you than the oats. But either one is fine with me though. And then white rice or brown rice is fine. Rye, you can have rye and wheat berries and whole wheat flour. We're trying not to eat too much whole wheat flour right now. Because it's a little higher caloric density when it's cut up into flour. And same thing with pasta. But we do eat wheat protein like seitan. That's fine. Okay, let's go to the next one. Oh, here's all your vegetables. Artichoke, hearts, asparagus, beets, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, carrots, cauliflower, celery, cucumber, eggplant, mushrooms, onions, peppers, radish, spaghetti, squash, tomatoes, turnips, and zucchini. And then over the beans, you have azuki beans, black-eyed peas, sorry, chickpeas, fava beans, kidney beans, mung beans, navy beans, peas, pinto beans, split peas, string beans, and white beans. And then we have, the leafy greens. We can have all those: arugula, bok choy, butter lettuce, collard greens, kale. If you can get kale in every day, as one of the most nutritious items you can possibly eat. So romaine and spinach and Swiss chard, acorn squash. You can have beans. We did that. Did we do that? No. Beets, butternut squash, corn, lentils, parsnips, peas, potatoes. All the potatoes you want, by the way. You're going to learn soon. The potatoes are only 1% fat. So you can eat so many of them, it fills you up. That's how I lost most of my weight. When I did the program, I ate, and I still do quite a lot, 12 potatoes a day of the Yukon Gold. Or I eat 4 or 5 of the big sweet potatoes, or the Hana yam. And I eat those and they fill me up. And whenever I even want a snack, I grab a potato. I warm it up a little bit and I just munch on those. I'm telling you, if you want to lose weight, eat your potatoes. So turnips and yam. Yeah. Okay, let's go down. We have fresh fruits are great too. Some are a little bit higher than others, but so we don't do dried fruit like dried apricots or dried raisins or any of the dried fruit, because it makes it higher caloric density. That's all. Later on, you can have some if you're not losing weight right now. If you are trying to take off some weight, then we're going to leave out all the dried fruits for now. So because they're higher in sugar, they are. Frozen fruit is a great option, but make sure there's no added sugar in there too. They sneak that in sometimes. So, okay, so we have apples is good. Now, avocados, you want to be careful of. They're very high fat. So if you're trying to lose weight, I would like you to take out the avocados for now. We have them later. Jim and I have them like every couple of weeks or something. So bananas, you can have berries and blueberries and blackberries and strawberries and raspberries and cantaloupe and citrus and cucumbers and figs and grapes and grapefruit and jackfruit and lemon, lime, mango, or just peaches, pears, and pineapple. All for you. Usually 2 or 3 a day. Okay. And now we have the herbs and the spices can really make things more interesting. Our food isn't boring if you use spices, but no salt, guys. No salt at all. That's hard on your arteries, hard on your heart disease. So I don't want that. Makes for high blood pressure. And so we're going to take out the salt. Later on, after your correct body weight, if you want a little bit of salt now and again, I'm okay with that, but not now. When we're trying to take off the weight, especially. It kind of enhances you to want to eat more than possibly you should. So we have the spices, the base of the thyme, cilantro, cinnamon. All these spices are great to add, right? So I have a funny knee going on right now, so I'm eating a lot of turmeric. It's good for inflammation of any kind. So I eat a whole tablespoon of turmeric every day at the moment. Okay, let's go. If you're, don't consume certain foods. We talked about that. And This is not a fad diet. It's a protocol for optimal health. So these are the foods that we need to watch: nuts and seeds, agave nectar, avocado, dried fruit, breads and cakes and cookies. I make cakes and cookies for birthdays, and I make cookies for friends when they come over now, but I don't eat a lot of them, during the week myself. Flours, when I avoid flours when possible, and even muffins. I used to eat so many muffins at one time. I made blueberry muffins and I ate so many of them, I couldn't control my weight. So you got to be careful of that. And all the maple syrup and all those, like agave nectar and maple syrup, you got to watch those. Those are all processed foods, by the way. There's no fiber left in them. Olives are high fat. Pasta is okay later on, but right now, avoid it if you're trying to lose weight. But you can have it later on. Yeah. Salt, oil, and sugar, we try to avoid. And soy products are all high fat. It's like eating an avocado or something. Yeah. So we want to avoid soy products for now. Later on, you can make a soy burger, but not right now if you're losing weight. If you're not losing weight, you can have one of those once in a while. So you're gonna have week 1. You have introductions to your food journal, books, videos, and recipes. Let's go down. So week 1, you're gonna write down everything, and so I know what you're doing, and send it to me via email in the evening that night, or the following morning is fine. I just want to be able to get to you before you eat again. So now we're going to go to the guide. Okay. So let's go to the guide. Now this is what you're going to fill out for me. See, let's go down a little bit. I'm going to fill out. Okay. Here's an example. Now, if you can get all those glasses of water, great. I don't either, but if you can get way up there, that's good. I try to drink at least 4 or 5 glasses of water per day, because that helps your whole body work better, and it helps your urine be not bright yellow, makes it clearer, and that's a good thing. So you write down what you ate, just briefly, like a cup and a half of oatmeal with blueberries or something at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m., whatever time you start. I start pretty early, probably 6 or 6:30. Not everybody does. You can wait till later if you like. And so then you tell me what you think about what you ate this day and how you're feeling. And that people start to feel better and better, I notice, when they fill this out. So anyway, each day you can fill that out and just email it to me. So you got all the days here, and you can tell me what's going on with you. You can tell me when it's your birthday, anything you want on how you're feeling. And then what I'm having is a lot of luck with most people. And sometimes they come back to me because they need a refresher, but they're having a great time getting it done, and they're feeling better all the time. So I think that's it on that part. You can download it here, guys, when you're ready. And then I'm going to send you a few of my favorite recipes as well. And if you find a favorite recipe, send it to me. I might want to use it for my program. And so here's a really fun one, the vegan cheese sauce from Brandy, my friend Brandy. It's really good. And you put it on your zucchini, you put it on anything, and it makes it taste better, even your potatoes or whatever. So then we have, this is my friend Lisa Carlin's, her salad dressing. It's delicious. So add this to your salad. It's wonderful. And another one I want to tell you about, it's on here, isn't it? My balsamic vinegar, right, guys? My balsamic vinegar is on here somewhere. But anyway, if you order California balsamic, CA balsamic, you can order it online, and it makes for a much, much more interesting salad. I mean, he has every kind of flavor. Like, he has soy sauce type, he has raspberry vinegar, he has lemon vinegar. It's all, and it's kind of sweet. They're all kind of sweet, so they taste really good. and you just makes everything taste so good. I even put it on my potatoes sometimes. It just tastes good that way. So I would like you to order, his name is Thomas, and you order it online. Just look up California balsamic, and he's up north somewhere. And you just order from him, and it comes pretty fast, and we use them all the time. I love them. And then is it my banana?
Linda,
Yes.
he was one of your gifts with the VIPs. And if you were a VIP or part of Linda's class,
Mhm.
you can email him and get a 20% discount.
And
off
you can do that here too. Yeah. So email him, tell him you're working with me, and you can get a 20% discount on your first order. Okay. So, but I swear they're delicious. We just love them here.
They are. I love them too.
Yeah. Which one flavor do you like, Hildy?
I like the teriyaki,
Oh yeah.
and
Teriyaki, great.
I like the sweet heat as well.
Me too. Those are my two favorite.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, no, I do too. The sweet heat is one of my very favorites. And it's not too hot that people who don't like hot can still have it, I think.
Yep.
And so there's my banana oatmeal cookies. And so they're pretty good for you. So I try not to use the chalk zero. I use like raspberry jam, just plain jam. That's all it is. And the name of the one I get is called Bio Nature Jam. I get that in Whole Foods or anywhere. Bio Nature, and I put those on the top. They're delicious. And then there's Chef Brago's vegan burger. This is a great burger too. I love it. So, and you can put that cheese on top of it, it's wonderful. And then you could even, if you wanted to, you could get the Mi Rancho corn tortillas that are oil-free, and you can heat them up and use them like a wrap for that burger too. That works really well. And then, yeah, so there's a burger. We don't do this bread too much because unless you don't have a weight problem, you can have that. If it's a whole grain bread, you can have that. But if you have a weight issue, I would leave that off and use the Mi Rancho corn tortilla. And if you don't remember it, write to me about that. Okay, let's go down.
that was it.
Okay, thank you so much, guys, for doing that. So what I want to know is, where'd you go? Oh, we're done with that. Okay, so what I want to know is if you'd like to share with us some things about yourself. What's going on with you? Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to keep your every meal as a healthy meal? Are you trying to stay a vegan the whole time? Are you having any problems at home with other people not being vegan that makes it hard for you? I know that it can be when there's other people in the house. What I do is I tell people to put their food on most of one shelf, and everybody else can have the other shelf, or two shelves, whatever you need to do. But it really helps to make it really clear with your family that you'd like their support. And most of the time, most of the family will be okay with that. If anybody has little kids, that's a little harder. But it really does work. So I would like to know what's going on with each of you. If you want to share with us a little bit about what's going on in your life and why you're doing this even, why are you bothering? I mean, did you do it for animal rights like me? I mean, I did it first for my health. And then after I found out what happens to the animals, I'm also an animal rights activist. Yep. I'm the oldest one. I'm around with all these kids and me, almost 80, and I'm hanging around the kids. We go and we take pictures of what's happening to the animals, and then we send it online so people can see what's going on with the poor babies, whether it's chickens, whether it's fish, whether it's cows or pigs. We show people what's going on, and it is not pretty, you guys, and it's very painful. I usually can't sleep for 2 weeks after I do it, but I go anyway because I want people to find out about it. But my main reason for this class is to help everybody feel like I do, which is I feel like $100. Hello. I teach aerobics. Hello. I feel like a kid, and I'm almost 80. Yeah. And I get so excited about being healthy. I can't help but talk about it all the time. I think the people in my aerobics classes are getting sick of me talking about it, because I asked one lady after class, I said, she said, Linda, you look really good for your age. I said, oh, thank you. I'm a vegan and I don't eat animal products at all. And she said, oh, I should do that too. And I said, you can. And I told her what to do. Well, she did nothing, right? So 2 weeks later, she came back and I said, did you try it yet? I said, no, I don't really want to be a vegan. And I said, oh, you mean vegan, but that's okay. That's all right too. No problem. You're in my class. That's good. And you're not very heavy either. So that's good too. But, and then she never came back to class after that, just because I talked about that. And so I have to keep my mouth shut. Sometimes I wear, I don't know if you can see it, a vegan shirt, vegan mentor, and they don't like that. They don't like that one bit. It's reminding them of what they're not doing. And so I try not to wear those to my gym classes anymore. But Patty?
Yeah. Hi, Linda.
Hi. Yeah.
I wanted to just ask, I thought I saw that edamame was not something that we were supposed to eat. You're talking about those green.
Yeah.
They're really?
Yeah. Well, you can have them, just please keep it to a minimum because they're higher fat bean, but you just keep it to a minimum.
Okay. I don't eat that
It's
of
still
them,
soy.
but
It's still soy. It's when it's processed into tofu that's even worse. So,
yeah.
So yeah, a little bit you can use it, but I wouldn't use it a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. But Patty, tell us about what's going on with you.
Well, I didn't have a very good month of May. It was my birthday, and my husband bought me a birthday cake from a vegan bakery, which is not good.
Yeah.
And in addition to the birthday, he brought home pastries and chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, all
and
from
other
a vegan place?
Yeah, it's a vegan, a timeless coffee in Oakland. It's very good. But it was funny because my friend and my son and his friend came over, and you know, and the friend's father, and I'm handing out the cookies. Here, take one. Do you want to take some to go? And I was just desperately trying. But it was, you know,
that's hard. I know it's hard.
Yeah, I don't want to eat an oily cake, but he, you know, meant well, and
yeah, I understand. I understand. I have had.
But I'm going to make them the Drina Burton cake on his birthday. The chocolate sweet potato cake.
Oh, nice. She's a great cook. I like her recipe.
Yeah.
You guys want to look up Drina Burton, Dreena Burton, Burton. You can find her on Facebook, right? I think. Yeah. And then Patty, do you mind telling us how old you are and what happened to you in the past with me? Yeah.
Oh, well, I just turned 63. Woo-hoo! And I've been eating whole foods plant-based since 2014 when I watched Forks Over Knives. I used to weigh 360 pounds. And, I lost 80 pounds effortlessly, and then I started struggling when I got in the mid 200s. So I got together with Linda, and I'm down now quite a bit from there. I'm still not quite where I need to be. I want to lose another 30 pounds. And so every time I see your picture, Linda, I say, I can do this. I know I can. I just have to make my mind up.
I know you can too. I've
been hovering in this weight range for years now, a few years. So
yeah,
I'm really ready.
We got to break it this time.
Yeah.
Well,
thank you for doing this, Linda. I really appreciate it. And
you're so welcome. I love working with you, Patty, all these years.
Yeah, you're the best.
You even came up for my fattening birthday when I was 70. She made cakes for my birthday. My God, they were good.
Well, they were all oil-free, Linda. I would never dare oil to you. Never.
And they were delicious, and I'll never forget that as long as I live. Thank you so much.
Well, next time you have a birthday party, I'll bake some more cakes for you.
Okay, when I'm 80, you're coming, baby. I don't care.
Okay, invite me. I'll be there.
Invited, yeah. So, and so, Kathy, can you tell us what's going on with you?
I just am fat and I'd like to lose weight. And I saw you on Chef AJ
Oh, okay.
video. I watched those YouTube videos and I was
Oh, yeah.
so impressed. And then
Yeah, I see you, Kathy, too.
yeah, and I then I happened to see this program and I
Mhm.
wanted to work with. Didn't you help Esther Loveridge? Is it you that got her going? I follow this woman on Facebook named Esther's Nutritional Journey.
Yeah, Esther, she's a friend. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I heard of you through her as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I
No,
just
she's a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just thought, oh my God, I'd love to work with this woman. You could probably inspire me
Oh,
to
I hope
lose
so.
weight. I'm retired. I live by myself, so it won't be hard.
Oh, good.
I needed
Yeah.
some help. I need some
Yeah.
motivation.
Well, I'm going to kick your butt.
Yeah. And I
I'm gonna
just
kick your
thought
butt.
I'll try this because I liked everything I've read about you. I thought you were great.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Love to.
I don't get too mean, but I do kick your butt. Yeah.
No, I just thought you could
Yeah.
be the right inspiration to help me get over
Good.
this and get started. That's really what
Yeah,
I'm.
and you and I are gonna watch Patty do this. Patty above you. She's gonna do this too. So you watch her, she's gonna do it. Yeah.
You would, I think Linda missed her calling. She should have been a lawyer. And I say that because she asks a lot of follow-up questions.
Oh, good. Yeah.
You know, you try to do the dodge and she's going to get you. So, just tell the
Yeah.
truth in the beginning.
Yeah. Well,
It's really hard not to go out to eat and be successful.
yeah, I don't I eat too much when I go out to eat. So I just don't anymore because it makes me
Well,
fat.
it's not what you eat, it's not how much, it's what. I eat a lot when I go out.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's
I
right.
eat a lot when I go out. Like somebody took me out to a Mexican place and I thought, oh gosh, they don't have a thing for me here. So I told the guy, I said, give me as much rice as you can without anything on it. And give me a whole bunch of vegetables with nothing on it. Unless you have a little soy sauce, maybe. And he brought that and it was big. And I ate the whole thing and I didn't gain a pound. Because it's the right food.
Wow.
Right food. But you have to be a little adamant with people because they really can mess you up even after you tell them. Sometimes some of these restaurants don't get it. No oil, what? They don't get it. So you have to make sure when you look at it, it doesn't look at all shiny. And then taste it to see if it tastes oily at all. And then take it back if it is because you asked for it. So that's what you have to do.
Huh.
And so Jim, tell us what happened to you. Where'd you go?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, going back to 2015, I
Mhm.
was not a very healthy camper at that time. I had a lot of basic problems like high blood pressure and high cholesterol. I had arthritis beginning to raise this ugly head in my fingertips.
And you had extra
I was
weight.
40 pounds overweight. I had sleep apnea, just a lot of basic problems, but they were stacking up. And so I was looking for something that I could do to reverse that problem.
Jim, can you put the mic closer to your mouth?
Yeah, get a little closer to the mic.
It's a little.
It's hard to hear you.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Well,
Speak a little louder.
Yeah,
too.
speak a little louder.
Oh, okay. So anyway, I wanted to do something. I had to take some action because I was just getting in poor condition. So I went to a lecture at the Sac State on plant-based diet. Or plant-based lifestyle is what they called it. And the doctor who gave the talk, Dr. Don Forrester.
He's our friend now.
Yeah, I had these videos of these people that he had shown who what they looked like and felt like before the program, and then he showed results after the program. And that was very impressive. And I thought, well, I've got to get more information on this. So I went up to Don after his lecture and asked him who I should contact to get more information and support. he says, well, call the Sacramento Vegan Society, which I did. And Linda answered the phone. And we got together and she went through the program with me. And it made sense. It sounded like it would be hard to do, but it made sense. And I got right into it. I lost my 40 pounds and I got off my medications within a very short period of time, 4 or 6 weeks out. The arthritis, my fingers disappeared. I slept well at night. I mean, it just took care of everything. So I've stayed on it, been on it now for 8 years, and I don't think I'll ever go back. Linda
Yeah,
won't
well,
let
what
me.
happened? You did develop high blood pressure at some point, and then tell them what happened then.
Oh, yes.
By the way, I want to say one thing first. When he
Yeah.
developed high blood pressure, he started taking all these pills and stuff, and it didn't seem to bother him. His attitude was, oh, good, I'm fine now. Look, I'm taking the pills and it works. And they do work, but here's the
Yeah.
problem with the pills.
Yeah.
The problem with the pills is you can already get not just you won't get high blood pressure, but you'll start bleeding inside. You get bruised easily. It's not a healthy way to be, and you can't do it very long. You could hurt you in the long run. The medications can hurt you. So I finally talked him into going to Dr. John McDougall. And then tell him what happened.
Yes. Well, it was a 12-day program, and they do is they monitor your food. They make you stay on the
A little louder, Jim.
Anyway, they monitor your eating habits and make you stay on the program with plant-based diet totally, free of oil, sugar, and salt. And I lost some more weight, and my blood pressure actually came down. It was up to 155, and they wanted to get it down to under 120. Well, now I'm in the 20s. I was under 120 one day and over the next, but I'm in the teens and 20s. So I'm really happy with it. And the program goes on for a year. We talk to the counselor once a week. Then after 8 weeks, we talk once a month to the doctor to see how everything's progressing. So it's a very effective program, and I'm glad that you talked me into it.
Now, you guys don't have to do that program because I can tell you what to do. I can't tell him what to do because he's my partner. See, that doesn't work very well. And he didn't believe me because I'm not a doctor.
If you believe that, I've got a bridge for you to buy.
But anyway, we also found out that drinking hibiscus tea lowers your blood pressure like medication. So he completely got his blood pressure down to where it's supposed to be. So I'm so proud of him for that. And let's see, Ray, we're going to hear about you, and Hildy will do you last. Okay. Ray, can you hear me? Oh, your mic doesn't work? It doesn't work? You can't find your mic, huh? Oh, that's a shame. Not there. Should be up there.
Check in the lower left-hand corner.
There's a mute button down there. Maybe your mute's on. No.
Another thing to try is to unplug your speaker and plug it back in again. It's like rebooting it.
Say that a little louder.
You can reboot your speaker, unplug it, and plug it back in again if you have a independent speaker.
Yeah, it looks like he's on his iPhone. And so
That's harder.
you want to tap the Zoom screen and your menu should come up. And then you should see the unmute.
Well, that's okay, Ray, we'll get you next time. We'll get yours next time, okay? And you can write to me too, what's going on. You write to me, all right? So I know what's going on at least. Okay, Hildy. Go ahead, Hildy. Tell me what's going on.
Before I do that, I just wanted to mention one thing. When you were talking about the potatoes at the beginning of the presentation, I tried something. It was real different for me. I had mashed potatoes I put in the bottom of the bowl. Then I put my lettuce, and then I put my tomatoes and all my salad dressing. So it was, you asked me to do that a month ago. I would have said, that's really weird to have mashed potatoes at the base of my green salad. It was very good. It was very, very, very good. But it's like sometimes my thinking has to change.
Yeah.
Or think of what's normal and to step out of that, because like I said a month ago, I thought that was weird. But anyway, I just wanted to share that
Oh, that's
comment.
good. You know, some people make potato burgers. They wrap, they take the lettuce and they put the mashed potato burger in there. It's kind of formed in a burger shape. And then they put the ketchup from Well Your World in there, because that's oil and salt, sugar free. And then they put in pickles sometimes, but you know, they just make a nice little burger. The lettuce itself.
Do you dry fry that burger?
No,
No,
you can bake it, you know, or even microwave it probably, but you just get a nice burger recipe that's salt, oil, sugar free, and then put it in the wrap and eat it like that.
Oh,
That
that's
works too.
I'll have to try
Tomatoes and maybe a pickle or something, you know? So, and mustard. Well Your World, by the way, I got you guys to write these two things down. Well Your World is a great place to shop because you get SOS free ketchup and mustard and all kinds of fun stuff. And even meals, if you don't like cooking, you can even buy your meals there. So Well Your World is one. And then the other one is, Mama Says, MAMA, and Says is SEZ, SEZ. So Mama Says is another place you can order things like that. So I haven't done Mama Says myself, but I do get Well Your World ketchup, and I get Well Your World, you know, mustard and things like that. So I love it. I love that place. And I have a friend who I have one client friend who doesn't like to cook at all. And so I told her, okay, you just start ordering your meals straight from Well Your World or Mama Says. She does not go in the kitchen very well. I think she went in the kitchen twice last month. So I said, Well Your World will be for her. You know, I like to cook, but not everybody does. So, and you know, if you're used to not cooking, you're just used to not cooking. And it's hard to become a cook if you haven't been one. So, and she works a lot too, so she's not home. So then she would attempt to go out to eat all the time, which it's really hard to go out to eat, guys. And I always either bring something with me on the way to go out to dinner with somebody, like I like 5 potatoes on the way to dinner. So I'm not even hungry when I get there. So I'm not tempted to buy anything I shouldn't be eating. So I'm always carrying potatoes around with me when I go to the events with the animals where we're taking pictures of the animals in torturous situations. We're there all day and it's a different city. And I have a whole pile of potatoes with me. I just pop those babies in. And I feel so full and good that I don't need anything. And they're all going out to dinner after and eating all this horrible food, but they're youngsters. They're very young. They don't get the old life. They don't want to know about the food, but they will later, right?
Yeah.
When they're young, they go, oh, and they look beautiful right now, right? They're very skinny, you know. Most of them are. And so they think they can eat any vegan thing they want. And they really can't, but they don't know that yet. So
2 other questions. When it comes to the food list that you showed us, can we print those out?
Kathleen, they can, right?
Yes, you can. Yeah, all you need to do is open the file. Here, let me get on camera. All you need to do is open up the file and then just go print and
Oh.
it'll print. Yeah, you can print the whole thing or you can select the pages you want to print.
Okay, and so you just send us the recording and we take it from there.
Well, you actually have access to that file right now.
Oh,
It's let's see, I don't have that.
I'll put the link in chat and the password, and you should be able to get to it and print it out pretty easily.
well, okay, my question is, okay, wait a minute. You're gonna send us a link. But
Okay, I'm gonna put
but
this
I
in
can't
chat.
I can't open Zoom unless Linda authorizes it. And she
But-
won't be
but
there.
that's
Let's say I do
Zoom.
it tonight.
That's Zoom. This is a PDF. It's hosted on a web page. It's a PDF. So all you need to do is Vlyn will send the link, and it's veganmentor.com/group-coaching-resources-2.
Okay.
And when you get there, this is where the program guide is. You click here to download, and
Okay.
then it'll say, do you want to download it? And it depends on, like, I think right here would be, yeah, if you can see where I click the little buttons here.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
the three
I
of them?
click to
Uh-huh.
download.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you just click to download and it'll go on your download file. And do you have anybody that is techie?
Yes,
Okay.
I got my
They-
daughter.
they
But-
should be
but-
able
but
to
my
do it.
thing, even though she just sent it to me and I just saw it right now, I don't understand how I can get access to it because it's in Zoom chat.
In your email, but we
It's in
also.
your
email.
Yes.
Email.
Great question though, Hildy. Thank you for
Yes,
asking it.
but that's-
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's a really good question. Thank
Yeah,
you.
most people don't realize that, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was Zoom. Okay.
Yeah,
so
no, it's an email. Yeah.
Email. Okay. And
So you
then
do it.
another question I had about the presentation was,
Mhm.
you know, you said we can have 2 or 3 servings of the fruit. And I just want to verify we get the portions of the quantity of
Oh,
fruit
well, like,
from Google, like
no,
grapes.
I
How
just
many
like-
grapes do I need? You know,
Okay,
how
I
many
would say-
apricots, how many cherries?
I would say a cup.
Okay. Just keep it a
A cup,
cup.
and like if you had
Okay,
an
fair
apple,
enough.
eat one apple, one banana, you know,
Okay.
about like that,
Okay, fair enough.
generally speaking, yeah. Good question, though.
Okay.
Good question.
I do live in Sacramento. I'll be 70 in 2 months, but I go around saying I'm 70 now.
Yeah.
I 2019 I became vegan to lose weight. I didn't lose in a whole year. I didn't lose a pound. I lost nothing. So COVID came and then I jumped on the bandwagon and I went to True North, which is a water fasting facility in Santa
Mhm.
Rosa.
Mhm.
And so I lost 20 pounds and I came home and I lost 20 more. I've been stuck there because I've
Yeah.
gone back to vegan.
Yeah,
And so this is why I get into Linda's program because she does pull the reins on you. And you think
Yeah.
you're gonna sneak something past her, but
I can get
doggone it.
nasty sometimes.
And so I know this is the way I ate to lose my last 20 pounds once I came home from True North, and
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yep. it
And
does.
so I'm about 40 pounds overweight. And some of the things I had to go back on medication from after True North was high blood pressure and
Ah,
cholesterol, but I was cheating with some butter. But I know
Oh.
better, but I still did it. It's an
Oh.
addiction. It's an addiction.
yeah, sure.
And so I'm struggling with that. But that's less and less and less and less and less. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel good
really, I
about
need you-
that.
This next group here this month, I would like you to give that up completely because
Yeah,
it-
and I
think
agree. I
if
should, I
you,
will.
if you eat a little bit of it, you're re-addicted again.
Correct. It's,
Want it again and again and again. The only way to feel
Right.
good about getting rid of something is if you could do it long enough, at least 15 days, that you don't have it, because during that 15 days, you eat it again and bam, you're right back on the addiction part.
Yeah, it's a
It
downward
takes about 3
spiral.
weeks to stop the addiction.
Oh, 3 weeks. Okay.
Yeah,
It's a downward
So-
spiral. It really is.
yeah.
I do want to lose 40 pounds, but I don't expect to lose that in 1 month. So I'm sure it's going
I've had people do it before.
Wow, really?
Not, most people lose more like 15 or 20
Oh, wow.
if they follow it completely.
Yeah.
But I have had, I had one lady who lost first 90 and then down to 130. So, I mean,
Yeah.
she lost 130 total.
And
That
I
was
will,
when it first started years ago.
and I will say that, I'm sure Linda knows I've cheated a little bit, but the thing about that is I'm really cheating myself.
Yeah,
And that's what this is all about. I'm cheating, I'm hurting me, I'm slowing down my progress of what it could be to get done and over with, because that's what I want to do, is get it done, get it over with, and I can,
just manage it then.
yes, it's
And
less.
here you are. I have to say one thing about Hildy. She is the best exerciser I've ever had.
Thank you.
She
Thank you.
exercises a lot.
Yeah.
And
And I
goes to
will,
the same gym I teach at. And
yeah,
wow, I'm just so impressed with you.
thank you.
Even some of my gym members don't come so regularly,
And it's
I'm really
interesting.
proud of that.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. It's something for, I'd say 20, 30, 40, 50, 40 years. I was a yo-yo exerciser,
Not now.
not now. And then I started deciding that, it's important not just to watch what I eat, but exercise. But you can lose weight without exercising, but I was ready for exercise. And I've only been doing it for 9 months.
Well, I'm telling you,
And
if you
it's,
are exercising every week, I want you to move your body every single day. And if you're starting at a slow walk right now, that's okay. Eventually, if you're walking only, I want it to be a brisk walk for at least 30 minutes. That's the goal. Okay. And I have some people who do an hour, but if you just get to 30 briskly walking, I'm happy. And then 2 days a week, a minimum of 2, but 2 is fine. I want you doing weight training or bands, one of the two, because I want to show you my muscle. Okay. My muscles.
Yeah.
I got muscles, baby. I got muscles from working out only 2 days a week for those muscles. 2 days a week, I use weights and I use bands too. But those make all the difference in maintaining your weight too. They help you maintain the weight because you burn more calories. You burn more calories and you want to be strong, especially as we get older. I have so many people can barely walk at my age. And they walk so slowly that hardly does any good at all. And they can't do weights at all because they're so not feeling good. So the weight training has to be at least 2 days a week. Now I do it for 40 minutes each time, but you don't have to do it that long even. If you can get 30 minutes in of that twice a week, I'd be happy. But really, you can't leave that out, guys. Jim, my Jim over here, he's so good about working out, and he does it at home by himself. He turns on his favorite music and he just work out like crazy for about an hour, every other day. I mean, it's beautiful, but I'm so proud of him. I never had to say a word about that. He did that on his own. So I wish I could talk to Ray to find out if he's exercising. Are you? Ray, do you exercise? You do? Cool. Well, we'll hear about it next time because we're going to have this solved next time so we can talk to you. But
I'm curious, what weights do you use? How heavy?
let's see, what are those? 20 pounds.
Oh, wow. That's
Mhm.
pretty good in my opinion.
Yeah, well, I've been using them for quite a while. Mhm.
What kinds of weight exercises do you do, Linda?
Well, let's see. We do all the standard. I'm a personal trainer as well. So
Wow.
that's why I know what to do. But we do our latissimus dorsi in the back. So I pull the heavy weights back, right? And I do 3 sets of 12. And then I do bicep curls, of course. That's why you can see these beautiful biceps. And then I do overhead press, heavy weights. Yeah. And I do push-ups. I do sit-ups, and I do lunges for my legs. And I do a lot of squats with weights, a lot of squats, so that my legs are strong too. I can walk better with that, strong legs, especially I have a little problem with my knee right now, but because I'm so strong, I can still walk, I can still run even. So I'm really happy about that. And I do the fly, you know, like this. And let's see what else I do. Oh, I do the front lift with weights like this, heavy weights, and the side and side. And let's see, I think what else I do. But yeah, a lot of ab attack and push-ups, and then I do a downward facing dog, and then come back down and do push-ups.
Wow.
Downward facing dog and down push-ups. So either way, I'm getting something. And so it's really nice. Yeah.
Have you ever made a video that you could share with us, Linda, to show?
I
all
should
those?
do that. I should do that. I got to try to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing I was going to suggest, sometimes if you don't have any weights, is you can get those bottled waters. What is it, 12 ounce or 16?
Yeah. Yeah. You could do that.
You do
You
that.
don't
for
have any
10
weights. Yeah.
Yeah, you or a can of goods, I'm sure you can use too.
Yeah.
But you do that for 10 minutes, and boy, does that hurt the shoulder.
Yeah.
That is so,
Yeah.
so difficult. And
That's
it's
a good
just a
idea.
bottle of water in each hand.
Yeah. That's good for people who don't have the weights yet.
Yeah.
Or I also do, I'm substituting for somebody else right now. I'm doing her Pilates class, and we do a lot of I have the bands, you know, the big stretchy band. So I do a lot of that in there. And then I also do a lot of sit-ups there too. You know, a lot of rolling around and doing side lifts while I'm laying down, you know, lift my whole body up, and my toes are on the floor, and lift my whole body to the side, you know, it's all kinds of things. So I get a lot done right now. I don't usually have her class, but she had shoulder surgery, so I took over her class for like 2 or 3 months.
Mm. Wow.
That makes me busy. It's funny though, I didn't want to do the Pilates class because I haven't taught it for so long. It was sudden when I had to do it. And I said, guys, I don't remember my Pilates. I just didn't remember it. It's been too long ago. So the first 2 classes, I lost most of her clients. I couldn't remember what to do. I did that. Yeah. And now I have the few that I have left are coming with me all the time, but I really ruined her class. I did. But I just, because I wasn't ready, you know, it got dropped in my lap and I had nobody else to do it. And it was just horrible. Anyway, really wasn't my fault because I wasn't ready for it, you know, but they don't know that, you know, they just think, oh, this is a lousy teacher. So never.
Hello, Linda. I think I'd solved my problem.
Oh, wow.
Can you
That's
see me
great.
though?
No, I can't see you. We know who
Well,
you
I don't
look
know
like,
what's
though.
going on.
Well, that's okay. We okay. Talk to us. Tell
I
us
had to
about
go
you.
out and then I came back in, but I guess the camera didn't come in. That's all right.
Well,
You
tell
know
us
what I look
about-
like.
We do know what you look like now. Okay, it's Ray, right?
Yes.
Great. Okay,
Yeah,
tell us
call me
about you,
Ray.
Ray. Oh, there you are.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
What?
Okay, Ray, tell us what's going on with you, how old you are, what's going on. Do you need to lose weight?
Okay. I moved up to Sacramento from Orange County about 5 years ago after I got divorced, and I want to be close to my kids up here. I've got 4 grandchildren and 2 daughters and a son. And they all live in the area except for my daughter who lives over. The youngest daughter lives over in Santa Rosa area.
Okay.
So in 2015, I got diagnosed with colon cancer and prostate cancer.
Mm.
So I got the surgery on the colon cancer, and it hasn't come back. It was I don't know, stage 2 or something like that, but they took 12 inches out of my gut.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, and then dealing with prostate cancer for the last 6-7 years has been quite a trip. I won't go into that, but
Mhm.
right now it's in remission.
Oh.
I've had all kinds of radiation. I've had all kinds of hormone therapy, and
Oh.
I even had a can't think of the word. Anyway, they took my blood out. They put a pharmaceutical onto my white cells, and then they gave it back to me. And they did that 3 times in a
Wow.
month.
Wow.
And I think that made a big difference.
Mhm.
So I've been trying to become vegan. My doctor said that his patients do really well on if they're vegetarian.
Yeah.
So I started on that.
Yeah.
I took a long while to get that way, but I really couldn't do it. I still like fish. I'm sorry, but I but I
So
don't.
you're eating dairy still? You're eating dairy?
Not if I can help it.
Okay.
Sometimes they sneak it in or whatever, but I like the oat milk, and I like the coconut milk and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So I'm lifting weights 2 times a week. I have a personal trainer, and that goes for 45 minutes, and then
Good.
that's Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then I'm on my own on the weekend,
Uh-huh.
and I try to get another good workout in that. And
Are you walking or running or anything?
I don't run because I got some discs that are compressed
Mhm.
or compressed, and but I do walk. Yeah,
Good.
I'm 77 years old. 5'6", and
You're how old? 70?
almost 77. I rounded up.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And let's see, and I'm 170 pounds. Now I'd like to get down to 155, but I'll be happy with 160.
How tall are you?
66 and a quarter inches. 5'6"
Okay.
and a
Got it.
quarter. Used to be 5'7".
Yeah.
Used to be 5'8", but as you get older, things settle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I think I'm in pretty good shape, except for
Great.
my diet.
Okay, I'm going to help you with that. And I'm going to tell you something right now that you're not going to like. But your number one source for cancer, do you know what it is? What food?
What food? Well,
Food. Which
you would.
food is your number one source for cancer of all the foods out there in the world?
Well,
You know what it is?
prostate cancer is different. It's not sugar.
It's not sugar, no.
No, it's not.
Sugar doesn't cause cancer, period. So I just want you to know that. But do you know what the number, want me to tell you what it is?
Yeah, go ahead.
Anyway, I'm gonna pound it in you anyway. Okay, because I had cancer, so I know why I had it. And it was because I was eating dairy. And dairy is the number one cause of cancer. I'm certified in plant nutrition from Dr. Neil Bernard and Dr. T. Colin Campbell from Cornell. I've done a lot of research. And you want to read the book called The China Study.
I own it.
I want you to read that book.
I got the China Study cookbook.
Okay, but yeah, I want you to read the book about it. China Study is one of my favorite books about cancer. And you will see that dairy is the cause of cancer. And that's why you have to take that out in particular, because I don't want you to get your cancer back. Okay, I don't want it back for you. And so I'm going to.
Well, no, I don't do dairy. I don't do ice cream,
cheese or yogurt or anything.
No, I don't do yogurt.
Anything with cow milk. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to go. And if you want to lose weight, you got to take out the oil. The oil is the reason for the weight, not the sugar, the oil. I wouldn't even care if you had a little sugar. It's just the oil that's the problem.
Yeah.
Any kind of oil and mayonnaise. Did you write down Well Your World?
I did. Well Your World. What is that? What's the address?
It's wellyourworld.com, I guess. You'll find it.
Okay. It's online.
It's online. You order it, and you can order all kinds of meals and eat straight from them because there's no oil, salt, or sugar. So you can
Hmm.
have that. And I have a friend who doesn't like to cook at all. So she's ordering all her meals there.
Okay,
So it's wonderful. Yeah.
I'll
and,
check that out.
Especially people
Because
don't
I
have
don't really
time.
cook. I like to eat raw stuff, but you know, I just, you know, I can boil potatoes.
Yeah. Yeah. Boil your potatoes. I swear, that's how I lose my weight. If I gain 2 pounds, I go straight potatoes.
Mhm.
Straight potatoes, a little bit of.
I've got a juicer, and I used to juice a lot of carrots.
Yeah, we don't want to juice too much. You know why?
Yeah, there's a lot of sugar in there.
No, nothing to do with sugar. Okay, here's what you all need to know in case you don't know. I think some of you know already. Patty does, I'm sure. But
Let me tell you,
when you take
you're not chewing your food.
when you don't have fiber anymore because you blended it, the fiber is what helps you lose weight and to also be healthier. You need the fiber. Chew the fiber. Your mastication process starts in your mouth, and it starts to liquidate in there. And then those enzymes in that juice you chew up the fiber, and it goes down into your system. That fiber helps you lose weight and helps
Well, it
you
fills you
feel
up.
great. So lose weight, feel great. You got to chew your own food. So I know there are people who lose weight by drinking just juices, but this is ideal to do it. Dr. John McDougall, who's the one that saved my life 50 years ago, he took all juicing out from everybody because of the fiber you need. The fiber is key. So you do want to not use the juice. I mean, every once in a while in the summer, I'll have like a kale smoothie or something, but I don't do it very often because I want that fiber, So I really need you to chew your food. And right now, if you need weight loss, make it a lot of potatoes. I don't care what kind of potato, any kind of potato. I cook up huge amounts of potatoes every morning and I eat all of them. All of them. I just really pile them in and I get skinnier, which I love.
So do you eat a lot of beans, or where do you get your protein?
I eat beans. I just don't eat a lot of beans. I eat mostly potatoes. I eat like a cup of beans a day, but that's it. I make beans and rice salad sometimes, or and from Well Your World you get all the dressings you ever wanted too. So I would use there so you get out of the oil thing, because the oil thing is really dangerous for heart disease and inflammation and obesity. It's not good. Oil is not, it's not a natural food. Think about it. It has to be totally processed and heated up. And so it's not good for the human body. Just like animals in nature don't chew their food and they don't have it pre-chewed. We shouldn't be pre-chewing our food either. We should eat it like it is, or blending it or heating it up even. So, but we heat ours, that's fine. But I like cold stuff in my salad, but I like everything cooked. Otherwise, I love it cooked. My goodness. Well, I eat so many potatoes and they really need to be cooked, right? So I would eat those. Yeah. As much as you can eat potatoes. Sweet potatoes and yams and Hannah yams are probably the highest nutrient value. And the
Hannah yams?
Hannah yams. Hannah.
Where do you get those?
At the grocery store. Hanahh. They have beta carotene in them, whereas the russet potato doesn't. So I like those more than the russet. I do eat russet sometimes, but mostly I eat the Yukon Gold, which has beta carotene, and I eat the sweet potato, which has all kinds of stuff in it. And then,
I like those.
Yeah, and then the Hannah yam too is good for you. So I cook up so many. It takes me about an hour to chop all the potatoes I eat every day, or 45 minutes. I'm getting faster. But
so can I ask a question of Ray? Did Ray, did you ask Linda where she gets her protein when she's eating all these potatoes?
Yeah, I was just kind of wondering that.
Linda, can you maybe answer that question?
Or do you know how much protein you take in?
I'll have to look it up for you and get that for you exactly, but I know
All right.
that some days nothing, especially if I want to lose weight, I eat potatoes all day long, and then I eat about 6 cups of greens that I cook up, like kale, like broccoli. And then I add some carrots too, some color, some red peppers. And I chop those up and make a big salad. Or I cook them up, or I can cook them up too. So either way, I eat lots of potatoes and then some greens, and I get everything I need. Obviously, I've been doing it for 50 years, right? And 30 years. What am I saying? 30 years. And I am strong, guy. Look, hello. You want to fight?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I can beat people up if I want to. Nobody's going to break in my house.
Yeah.
I'm going to take care of them. But it feels good to feel this strong and to feel this good. And I go to the doctor and said, wow, whatever you're doing, Linda, keep doing it.
Yeah, don't stop.
And guess what? I found my doctor. I accidentally found the doctor I have now. I had a doctor who wasn't vegan, and I was working on him for a whole year. He's Japanese. So I said, you have to get rid of that fish. I'm sorry. That will give you cancer and heart disease. And he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. Well, one day he wasn't there and I had an earache. So I had to go to a different doctor at Kaiser. So I went to the different doctor, and he was this really nice man. And I had on my earrings that said vegan on them, but I forgot I had them on. They say vegan. Anyway, he's looking at my ear and he goes, I am too. I said, you're what? He said, I am too. I said, you're what? It says vegan on your earring. I said, oh, that's right. You're vegan? Yes. And he eats like I do. He eats like I do. He eats whole foods. And he's not taking any new patients because I try to get other people into him, but doesn't take any. But anyway, it's really neat having a vegan doctor, so I could, I don't even have to talk to him very often. I send him things I learn. Like I send him Dr. John McDougall videos, and so he can find out other things he may not have known. And so I'm helping him. So I go about once a year checking on my doctor. Yeah, checking on him. So it's really neat to feel this good and to be this old, no reason to feel badly when you get old. In this country, we expect everybody to get kind of old and not walk very well. We expect all that stuff. And it's sorry that we have to go through that, because not one doctor's trained in our nutrition, except for mine. So I told him, do you have any other vegan patients? And finally, after 5 years now, he has a couple more vegan patients. And so I thought, wow, that's great. But he doesn't talk. I said, do you ever talk to any of the other doctors about this? He said, no. I think he's afraid of losing his job. He doesn't talk to anybody about it. So I said, I wish you would, though. You could help spread the word. But I have to say, Kaiser a little better than most hospitals. They do have some plant cooking programs or something. So it's the first time I've ever heard that. So,
well, I took this class over at Sac State of the Renaissance Society.
oh yeah,
Wyla was teaching it, and that was the first year that I was here, and that really opened me up to proper nutrition. And in fact, I think through that I met you.
Oh wow, that's great. Well, I teach
you taught one of those classes, didn't you?
I did. I taught one class.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was on now, but I'm doing a counselor class coming up there too.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I like teaching there. It's fun. Actually, I'm going to do it on campus this time. I guess they don't want to do it online this time for whatever reason. So anyway, guys, anybody have any questions at all? More?
I don't have a question. I just have a suggestion or something that I do.
Okay.
It helps me with water. I don't know if you can see it, but I have 2 rubber bands.
Oh,
my water.
Out of focus.
Huh?
It's out of focus.
Yeah, I don't. Anyway, you can see the 1 rubber band. That's clear.
Why
but
do you
it
have
still
that?
shows. I've drank 2 of these so far. This is my 3rd one. It helps me to count.
oh,
That's a good idea.
because I forget how much, how each time I take them.
Yeah, that's
And
a
it's
good
been
idea.
Since the early morning I've been drinking this,
Mhm.
I forget. And
Yeah.
so my rubber bands, I was just gonna
That's a
make
good idea.
suggestion, you know, it's just a thought that you can.
Yeah, no, that's a nice idea. I like it. Yeah, that's helpful. I'm not a huge water drinker, so I have to kind of force myself to it. I just never have been a very big water eater, but I'm trying harder all the time. It's something you guys need to ask me about. I just drink your water today, Linda. I drink at least 2 cups, but going beyond that's hard for me. So, and I'm being honest here, that's the way it is. So,
I'd like to bring up a tip that helps me. And so
Okay.
maybe who are trying to lose weight, I make a very large pot of vegetable soup, and it's kind
Oh.
of loosely based on that Watcher zero point soup. I use veggie broth, onions, kale, cabbage, you name it, green beans, carrots.
Yeah.
I put turnips in it. I just thought, oh, why not get turnips? So, and just whatever you can think of, I just throw in there. And then if you have a bowl of that, it's like, eating a cup of vegetables, really. And
Yeah.
then it helps fill you up before your meal. Like I had it tonight.
Yeah.
I was eating during your class here.
Yeah.
I had a bowl of that or a cup of that. And then I had 2 potatoes, and
Yeah.
I'm good. So,
Yeah.
and I happen to have the teriyaki California balsamic on my 2
Yeah.
potatoes too. Very good.
Yeah, no, that's a really good idea to have that vegetable soup always on hand to
When
fill
I- when-
you up,
when
to fill you up pretty well.
And I just put some either I'll put Italian seasonings in there, or I put a couple of bay leaves in there, or I could use like thyme and marjoram, something like that.
Yeah.
But when I eat like that, the weight comes off.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's keep that going. I also like cinnamon on my oatmeal in the morning too. I like cinnamon on my oatmeal. Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. That's really good, huh? Yeah. So anyway, does anybody have any more things to say or ask or anything like that? I wish everybody was here tonight. We have 10 people, and where are they? Anyway, so I'll have to figure out what happened to them. I hope they couldn't find the link or something. I don't know. But anyway, I'm so glad you guys arrived, and makes me very happy. And I'm so happy to be working with you. It's fun. Oh my God, when you see people make the changes, it's like I did it myself again, I get so happy about it. And we'll have to have a party at the end, don't we? We'll have to have a party or something to reward ourselves, but all good food though. No birthday cakes. Okay.
Maybe meet at Zest Kitchen. I love that place.
Where?
Fun.
Zest Kitchen.
Oh, it's nice. And now we tell her ahead of time what we want, and she'll do it. It's really good. Yeah.
I'm in Contra Costa County, but I'll drive out for that if we have a little party.
I'll have a party and it'll be there.
I'll come.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. And I'll be showing you off, by the way, too. You don't have very long to show off now because my birthday's in February, the middle of February. That's what you got. That's your goal. Yeah. So I can brag about you guys. I'm going to brag about you guys. Yeah. So anyway, I'm so happy you made it, guys. And if there's nothing else, no more questions, you can write me anytime with any questions. Okay. Just write me. I will answer. And I love helping people. It's my real happiness in life, is helping other people. So I like to help animals too, but that's harder to do. It's actually harder to do than help the people, because people actually, I get results faster, right? And I don't know if any of you have ever gotten involved with animals or not, but if you ever want to do anything at all, I have a guy that you can write to the newspaper for him. Like, he writes mostly about rodeos. They're so cool. And so I write for him about every other day to a different newspaper he sends me. And he has about 10 people he has write. And we all write to the letters to the editor to tell him how this is a cruel activity and why, things like that. So anybody's interested in that kind of thing, let me know. You don't have to, but it feels good when you do that too, because it feels so hopeless for so many animals right now,
Mhm.
But I hope we're going to be vegan in this country. I'm working with another group right now. I'm not doing very well because I'm supposed to read all this stuff and I haven't had a chance. But I'm working with another group and he has a goal of making half the world vegan by 2050. No, or 2030, one of those, 2030 or 2050, might be 2030. That's what 2030. You see, I'm not paying much attention. But anyway, I'm trying to, I'm
I have a
actually,
question.
Yeah.
The starch solution,
Mhm.
it's by McDougall, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so are the recipes okay in here?
Well, if you're losing weight, then the other book is better. His second book called, or me. The second book is called, what's it called again?
The ultimate weight loss?
Yeah, The Ultimate Weight Loss. Would be,
I think a maximum is,
Or
wasn't it the maximum?
maximum amount, yeah.
oh, Maximum Weight Loss would be better recipes for you. But in the meantime, if you don't have time to cook, get the Well Your World meals even, okay? And you can
Yeah.
kind of,
Well, I don't like to cook and I don't really have a very big kitchen.
you don't like to cook?
No, not really.
Okay, well then, I would start with the Well Your World meals. You can make your breakfast,
Okay.
lunch easy enough, but for dinner, maybe you want to get their meals.
Yeah, I usually eat out.
Yeah.
once.
Yeah, so the eating out thing makes it, as you know, Hildy, it
Yeah.
makes it almost impossible to stay on track.
Yeah.
Unless you call ahead and ask what they have and tell them what you want.
Mhm.
And I do that when I do have to go out for somebody's birthday or do something. But and
So, Linda, can we maybe exchange recipes on your Facebook website?
oh yeah,
Because I have a lot of recipes, that are
oh
pretty.
yeah.
That'd be
Yeah,
So
I
are
made
you all on
made-
Facebook, Linda Middlesworth?
I made one last night with curry and potatoes and kale,
Oh,
and it is so
good
yeah,
idea. Good
it's so
idea, Patty,
healthy.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
let's do it.
Okay.
Are you all on my website? I mean, my Facebook page, Linda Middlesworth?
Mm-mm.
Okay, get on my Facebook page, Linda Middlesworth. Can you all do that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, because we can communicate there easily. I mean, you can always send me recipes, but then you don't have everybody else. So that will get everybody going on those things. And I'll try to add some of my, somewhere I gave you my favorite recipes here, but we need more than that. Yeah, we need more than that. And if you want to get the ultimate weight loss, that helps too. That has some recipes.
Well, how much weight is that ultimate weight loss designed for? I mean, I don't have 10 pounds, so, it's,
You only have 10 pounds?
yeah, I only really need to lose 10 pounds. I
Oh,
just got
okay.
a little bit of a gut.
Well, it probably is, it's not a matter of how much it's designed for. It depends on how well you do it, how long.
I
you-
know.
So, so if you do the recipes every day, you probably take a couple weeks,
Mhm.
won't take you
Yeah.
that long. And then you could just enjoy other things too, like some, other foods that we don't know, like more tofu and things like that are higher fat. Tofu is unfortunately a very high fat bean. It's good for you, but it's a very high fat bean. And avocado sometimes you can have, Now I used to eat avocados all the time and I gained weight pretty fast because I was eating them all the time. I love avocados, but I can't eat them all the time. And then sometimes I would gain weight when I would make my cookies, even though they're low fat cookies. I would make them and I'd eat the whole batch and Jim wouldn't get any. So
Yeah,
I can do that too.
that's my weak
I
spot
can eat
too.
so much food.
Cookies.
Cookies, yeah. Well,
That's
you
my
can
weak spot.
make the cookies that I gave you. And look at Well Your World too. See what they have. I don't know what they have for cookies.
All right. Well, we're a little over time, so I'm going to sign off right now.
Okay. Well, we're going to. You guys have anything to say?
Thank you.
Thank you so
Toodles.
much for being here, guys.
It was fun.
I adore you already. Bye.
Bye, Linda.
Hi, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.